Then, if you are ready, you are welcome to my experience, my personal journey about the leadership styles that I am trying to cultivate in my area and in my team. And it's so great to see different things happening in my life that impacting in different ways. Most efficiently, I would say that this is impacting in people's life and heart and changing their way of thinking and acting in the time of high need of their emotional intelligence. Yes, emotional intelligence is the word that I used to pick up for the leadership quality that I'm practicing. Yes, not so, not so often, but recently that's what I am picking up, because the emotions is what the heart is attached to. We all know that IQ, the intelligent coefficient, was the great area of measurement for the smart leaders in the corporate and the community world. But now, after COVID and having all these different things, now we are moving into the world of emotional intelligence. So today, I'm going to share with you what are the leaders that impacted in my life, and then what are the things that I'm trying to accumulate from different things that I learned through different mentors, different leaders, different incidents, and different, what I'd say, different life lessons that I have gained through last 24 months. Yes, I've been here in Australia for 24 years, but I'm talking about my experience in the last 24 months. Yes, it is bit short time, but with a vast experience and then variety of experience. The first thing I would like to acknowledge that the people came to my life with experience, with different discussions, and then different viewpoints, different mentorship, and different ideas and different collaboration helped me to learn a lot. So I'm so grateful for all the people who are part of my life, and they are doing amazing job in me changing my perspective and modifying the action items in my life. And it's always like learning curve, and it's always changing in positive ways. Why it's always changing in positive way? Because I could realize how I can find out the right leaders while talking to them. With three or four different questions, I can understand whether that leadership or that particular person is genuine, or I can connect with them, or I can work with them. So I'm going to share you some examples, and then you can also connect with those leaders and then find out what it is and how you can connect with those leaders. I'm going back to my great leader and the great book that I always check on and I take as a reference. Yes, that is my Holy Bible. If you want to learn more about leadership, more about humanity, emotional intelligence, that is the book that I will ask you to refer. You don't need to be a Christian to go through Bible. And I know that non-Christians who are really good at leadership, they always go and refer this holy book, because it has all in it, all different varieties of leadership styles, the way they to gauge people, the way to put boundaries in, the way to connect with your core, the way to deal with the people around you in a team, in a community, in a family. So I'm going to take some good leaders from that holy book. That's where I'm connected. If you think about the leadership styles, there are different type of leaderships. Yes, I am concentrating more on servant leadership mindset. If you look at the servant leadership mindset, the first person come to my mind is none other than Jesus Christ. Yes, he was a human. He was a person like us, started a revolution, started to make some troubles in the society, started the big people in that current society to check on him and started to talk about him, started to peek on him and then finding out what he is doing. The reason is that he was doing something different than normal to that community. So he was putting up questionable action to that community. And that's the reason why he became the leader during that time. 2000 years ago, when all these people were suffering through their community, this person, as a carpenter's son, came and questions different things. And the listeners found the questions are legitimate and the questions needs the real answers. This leader showed the answers or the way to the answers through his life, through the emotional activities that he did. He touched the hearts, he touched the eyes, he touched the hands, he touched the whole human body with his emotional actions. And that's the reason why Jesus becomes the best leader that I can connect. Am I doing that the same way in my leadership style? Questionable, yes, but I am putting up all different ways that I can utilize the learning that I did through that leadership style. But still, I am evolving. I got inspired with him. Yes, his leadership style is an inspiration. That inspiration is what I am taking. But today, I need to introduce some other leaders from the same holy book. Have you ever heard of Nehemiah? How about Moses? And how about Daniel? There was other leaders in the same book, Joshua. Yes, there is another leader who always do like in a different things, Paul. And how about the other leaders in the same book, Ezra? There was another leader, Judith. So if I'm putting these names, if you know these people, you can understand why I am connecting with these figures. Daniel, he was in the den with all this hungry lion, but he still was okay to have a clear thinking process. He was confident that his creator, his Lord, will give the answer. And then he was sure that he is staying for a true reason and true cause. Look at Moses. He didn't have any idea what he is going to do coming back to Egypt, where he already killed one of the Egyptians, and then he doesn't know that time what will happen. Again, in that deserted time, he got the confidence to come and do the actions. Finding out Nehemiah, who built that big physical building and then all different things with the actions. And look at his story, how he did. And if you don't know any of these Old Testament figures, how about Paul? You should know about him. So I'm just putting up these leaders in front of you. And if you want to find out what should be your leadership style and what should I do, where should I look for my leadership styles, I recommend go and dig down about these great leaders. They have done marvelous things. There are different kings over there who did great things. Some of them are always there with positive and uplifting ideas. Some of them gone down with wrongdoings, but they realized their mistakes and came back with great mindset. I always look upon King David. Yes, he was anointed. He was ready to accept the challenge to become a king. He waited more than 20 years, but his eyes were closed when he was in a comfort zone. But again, he was ready to accept the mistakes that he did. Came back with a great mindset. So, today, I want you to look at all these great leaders and try to learn at least one good thing from these each leaders, and then you will become the best leader in your life. That's how you can spread love, joy, and peace. And this is Bismi on Dominus Nisi and 88.9 FM.